Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have another Christmas card to share with you, being inspired by the Butterfly Reflection Ink mood board. Now today's card is kind of a mixture of brands. It's my favorite things and Hello Bluebird all the way. I die cut an A2 sized rectangular panel here using the basic rectangles from On My Elephant, and I'm going to stamp out the Festive Friends from my favorite things here. I don't have the matching dies from this set, which is really unfortunate, but I truly love these reindeers in this set and then the snowman. They are really adorable and simple at the same time, so I can truly appreciate it. Unfortunately, since I don't have the dies, whenever I want to use it, I have to figure out a way to do some, do a one layer card, or at least being able to add these critters immediately on my panel and then do all of the rest later on. Now, as I said, I am inspired by the mood board from Butterfly Reflection Ink, and I don't have all of the colors right next to me now while doing the voiceover, but if I'm not mistaken, it was like a dark red, a pink, a light blue, and then gold. That's what is in my head, and that's also what you will see right here. I took this gold out of my drawer. I have had it for a long time. I barely use it, but you might have seen it in some really old videos. It is the Art Metal Paint. It's the 5102 Pale Gold. I just want to have a bit of gold here on the lights so that I would have included the gold, and then later on, while deciding upon the sentiment, I decided to incorporate a bit more gold. So in the end I was sure to have some gold, but in the beginning this was kind of the only gold that I thought I was going to have. So next up I am adding this dark red, this deep dark red that is one of the colors in the color combination. I try to reuse colors just to stick with the color palette. I must admit, this card I made it a while back, and actually it was kind of a day in, like, we had a really busy period at my job. Always at the end of the year, I work with the numbers, so at the end of the year there is a ton of things that still have to pass. I was working non-stop. So now it's finally finished, so I have some time to do the voiceovers of this card and other cards and the videos and the blogs and everything. But it was like a crazy busy period where I was working like just until I was going to sleep, and I was working weekends. And there was this one weekend where I said to myself, Lynn, you're going to work in the morning on Sunday, you're gonna work in the morning, and then in the afternoon you're gonna create a card. You know, I was kind of obliging myself to create a card, but at the same time also knowing that doing that is for me really a way to relax. It's a bit of therapy, like for tons of us, it's kind of a therapy, and I really needed a break from the rush, from everything, from all of the obligations. So I was like, okay, it's 12 o'clock, I'm gonna stop right now, I'm gonna eat, I'm going to sit at my desk. And then doing that, I was literally sitting at my desk and I was just empty. There weren't any ideas, and I was like really getting sad about it, because, you know, if you're working non-stop and you are like giving yourself a break from all of that, and then the moment you take that break you don't have any inspiration, and normally you have tons but you don't have the time to just do them all. This time I was really empty. It was just because I was really tired, because I was just with my head still with the deadlines and all those things. And then I realized that there are tons of challenges out there, which is not working for everyone. But for me, from time to time, it is really a way to get back into it. Like in this case, I decided to go with a color challenge. There are many out there, also my favorite things. Does it all the time, every week. I think there is a different one, which is a really short amount of time for me currently, so I cannot do it in a week. But like butterfly reflection ink does it like each month, kind of, so more time. And I realized that I really loved like the mood board that was made. They are stunning. And so I looked at it and I was like, okay, that should work. And I still had, well, tons of to figure out, but at least I didn't have to figure out which colors were going to go together and whether I had used them in the past recently or not, to just keep it a bit new every time. And so this really for me helped me. I took the markers that according to me were kind of working with the mood board, and I just went from there. I took some, well, I went through my stamps and I was like, okay, this one gives me the amount of areas where I can include the colors, and that's how this all started. Now, if you want to, you can just color these images like I did and then add a stunning sentiment, just stamp one out, have a really clean and simple card. You don't have to like things. There are also really stunning, well, sentiments in the stamp set itself, so that's also really fun, that you don't necessarily need to look for something that is gonna match. So that really for me, and it might be also a help for you, but for me this well, color challenges or just color schemes, you don't necessarily need to participate on a challenge. It can be that you love a color combination from a past challenge and then you just go from there. But for me, this can sometimes really help me when I'm like in kind of a dip and I don't know what to create, but I do want to create. Just having said that, for this card, I really went out there with my white jelly roll pen, details on the accessories of these critters, like the snowman or the dots, and I didn't want to repeat myself, so I went for a plaid for the reindeer, and I have never ever done that because I'm always afraid to mess it up, but I really went for it this time, and I'm really glad that I did. So you maybe cannot really see it that well, but I really like it. And then for the sentiment, I wanted to stamp out Merry Christmas using this, what is it, Bold Holiday stamp set from Hello Bluebird. And then, well, I laid it out first, as you could see. Then I realized that there were also dies, and I recently got them. I actually got them this year only, and I really wanted to use them. So I went for the Merry, and I tried it out with this blue cardstock. This one is the Aqua Sky from Concord and 9th, and it was just matching so well with the scarf from the reindeer that I was like, okay, matchy matchy, still in the color scheme of this challenge. I was really happy with that. So I'm going to align it as straight as possible, also really trying to get that reindeer and snowman to stand on it. And then I'm going to still add those innards from the R's as well, using some liquid glue. Now, to get, well, I think you can stop right here if you want to, but I decided to add Christmas, and in the bold holiday die there isn't a Christmas, so I went through my stash and I found my favorite things Merry Christmas die. I just used the Christmas and I cut it out of gold glitter paper from Concord and 9th. And after adding tons of liquid glue, I first decided to dab it off a tiny bit onto some paper so that it wasn't going to ooze that much on my cardstock. I adhered it, don't forget the tittle. I sort of checked whether it was straight, but it's a whimsical Christmas, so you can get away with any placement actually. Like the tittle on there. And then I still added a bit of stickers on the head of the reindeer, and I'm also going to add some NUVO crystal drops, simply white. I'm going to do some white on white on this background, just adding a few interesting snow flakes. It's not that visible, also not necessarily on the pictures or photos in the end, but it is there and the recipient will love it because it's a bit of fun in the back, a bit of dimension on this kind of flat card. If I would have had glossy accents, I would have added it on the nose, but my glossy accents, I don't have any left. I have ordered it, so it's coming, but I was really devastated to realize that I didn't have any like backups in my craft room, so I ordered two because I really need a backup in case my glossy accents run out, but otherwise it would have been on the nose of the reindeer because I love adding it to the nose. But that is my card for today. That's my entry for the current Butterfly Reflection Ink Mood Board Challenge. So definitely participate if you love this combination. Have some fun, share it online. Don't forget to use the hashtags that are needed to participate, and just have some fun with it. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you all. And I'll be back with some new crafty inspiration, hopefully really, really soon. Bye!